August 19th, 2024, half an hour before midnight, a group of 3 scammers sat in front of their computer screens with their eyes locked in on the number in front of them. How much was the number? $238 million. $250 million laying in front of them. How did they get this number? It was by pure accident. August 19th, 2024, a crypto investor was working late at night, sorting through his emails when suddenly his phone rings. The number flashing on the screen says Google support. He pauses for a second, confused. Google support? He has never received a call from them before. The surprise quickly turns into concern. He picks up the phone cautiously. The voice on the other end is polite, calm, and professional.
Hello, this is Google support. We have detected suspicious activity on your account. It's urgent that we verify a few things with you.
His heartbeats ran faster. They explained they need to verify his identity to secure everything. The shock and worry cloud his judgment. He wasn't expecting this.
Don't worry, sir.
The caller reassured him.
We are here to protect your account, but we need to act fast.
The investor, feeling the urgency, followed their instructions. They guided him step by step through a series of security checks. He verified his email, confirmed recent activities, and answered every question they threw at him. But then, as if perfectly timed, an email lands in his inbox. It's from Google support too, reinforcing the call. He checked the domain name that the email was sent from. It sounded like one of the many emails that Google support team use. They asked him to click a link and reset his account password. Feeling the weight of urgency, he clicks. The link takes him to a Google's password reset page. His hands move faster than his thoughts. He types in his old password, then he typed the new one. After that, he felt a sense of relief. He left the computer for the bathroom and turned back, but what he doesn't know is that this was the beginning of a much larger targeted attack. The support agent he was just calling wasn't from Google. He was part of a small team. What was their goal? To steal whatever crypto funds he had. After gaining access to his Google account, they carefully searched through his email logs to find out which crypto platform he uses. And lucky enough, they found what they were looking for, an email from the crypto exchange platform Gemini. And just like that, the second phase of the heist began. Few minutes later, the man receives another call that made his heart ache. This time, it was the Gemini support team, the crypto exchange platform he frequently used. The voice sounded even more urgent.
Sir, we have detected an attempt to access your account. It looks like someone had entered the correct login credentials from a suspicious location. We need you to follow our instructions in order to secure the account.
Go ahead, he said.
To make sure that your Gemini funds would be safe during the process, we will provide you with a secure crypto wallet that will safely hold your funds until your Gemini account is fully secure.
The investor felt a sense of relief. He calmly transferred the funds he had to the provided wallet address. After that, they continued.
Sir, we need to reset your two-factor authentication method.
The investor's panic returned. He listened intently as they walked him through the process, guiding him to reset his two-factor authentication step by step. He was desperate to protect his funds, so he did exactly as they instructed him. But then, something weird happened.
To complete the final step in securing your account, we'll need you to install a screen sharing software called AnyDesk.
The Gemini support agent insisted.
It's only the safe and reliable way we can make sure your account is protected.
He downloaded AnyDesk and allowed the support agent to connect to his computer. In seconds, they had full access and control to his computer. The man on the phone kept navigating through the computer to find the specific folder. He was sure that an investor such as the man they were targeting must have had other crypto funds hidden in another crypto wallet. And bingo, he found the folder he was looking for. What exactly was in this folder? All of the investor's private keys to his Bitcoin wallets. And at this specific moment, the real game had started. When the Gemini support agent logged in using the private key he had found, he realized he had accidentally hit the ultimate jackpot. He was expecting to find a couple of extra $1 million hidden in this wallet, but what he had found was more than he and his entire team had wished to get. He found a total of $238 million hidden in a Bitcoin wallet that he had the private key for. At this specific moment, the scammer on the phone knew that his life will never be the same again. He had secured $6 million from the Gemini account, but this was more money that he could ever wish for, so he needed to act fast. He immediately finished with the crypto investor on the phone and went to his other team members to figure out what to do next. As the hackers stared at their screens, they couldn't believe their eyes. 4,064 bitcoins, valued at a staggering $238 million, right there in their victim's wallet. For a moment, there was a silence in their Telegram group chat, the weight of that amount sinking in. They were expecting a decent score, but this was beyond their wildest dreams. But instead of excitement, a chill ran down their spine. This wasn't just another scam or small-time hack. This was a life-changing amount of money, and with that came an equally terrifying level of risk. There was a pause. No one wanted to be the first to make the call. They had hacked accounts before, but nothing even close to this scale. They knew that once they started moving the funds, they would be crossing a line, one that couldn't be undone. But they realized something. Opportunities like this didn't come around twice, so they decided to cash out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The clock struck 11:35 p.m. when the heist officially began. The first transaction left the victim's wallet, 59.34 bitcoins, gone in an instant. The hackers watched carefully as the funds moved, fingers hovering over their keyboards, ready to react if anything went wrong. 45 minutes later, the next transaction took place. It was 14.88 bitcoins. But few minutes later, the biggest part of the heist went down. A total of 4,064 bitcoins were transferred in one transaction. That was a $238 million being sucked from the victim's account. The victim, still unaware of the disaster unfolding, suddenly received an alert on his phone. He rushed to check his account, only to find his entire net worth disappearing before his eyes. And on the other side, the hackers couldn't believe what had actually happened. Their account had just received $250 million. The heist was over and they were all millionaires. But the aftermath was just beginning. Now, how do you move $243 million worth of crypto without getting caught? Right after grabbing the bitcoins, they didn't just stash it in one place. They spread the money across more than 15 different exchanges. The goal? Make it impossible to track. They hit platforms like Binance and other major exchanges, swapping coins between different cryptocurrencies, hiding their tracks. They even converted large chunks of Bitcoin into Monero, a super private coin that's practically invisible when it comes to tracking. And they didn't stop there. To make the trail even colder, they used crypto mixers, tools that mix your dirty crypto with other funds, making it look squeaky clean. It's like tossing a coin into a washing machine and hitting the spin cycle. The money that comes after that is near impossible to trace their original source. And just like that, they managed to get away with stealing $243 million without getting caught. But all of this was about to change. After pulling off the $243 million heist, you would think they would lay low and keep quiet, but instead, they did the exact opposite, burning through the stolen cash like there was no tomorrow. Gravies, Wiz, and Box, the brains behind the operation, went on an absolute spending spree. Gravies, in particular, couldn't resist burning his newfound fortune. First up, designer clothes, thousands of dollars spent on luxury brands, but that wasn't enough. Gravies had found bigger plans for his easily found fortune. He started throwing insane amounts of money on luxury cars. How many rides exactly did he get? Not 2, not 5, but 10 luxury cars. And when they weren't spending on cars, they were burning cash every single night in the clubs. Gravies was known for blowing up to $500,000 in a single night at exclusive VIP clubs in Los Angeles and Miami. He even handed out Birkin bags like they were party favors. It was an all-out party scene, booze, luxury, and access to everywhere they went. Here's where they messed up big time. Their lavish lifestyle didn't just raise eyebrows, it lit a neon sign for investigators to follow. The more they spent, the more visible they become. They thought they could hide behind the anonymity of crypto, but every extravagant purchase they made left a trail, and soon their foolishness was about to end the party they once started. This is where the story gets really interesting. Imagine pulling off the perfect heist only to lose it all because you just couldn't resist showing off, and that's exactly what was about to happen. Gravies was living large after the heist. He wasn't shy about flexing his newfound wealth on Discord, where people openly referred to him as Malone. While he bragged about his criminal success, Zach XBT started tracking Gravies by following the movements of funds, including the $3.5 million sitting in one of his Ethereum wallets. But Gravies wasn't the only one slipping up. Box, who played the role of the fake Gemini support trap, had at least $18 million stashed in another Ethereum wallet. These guys were leaving breadcrumbs everywhere they went. Then there is Wiz, who thought he was untouchable, but during one critical moment, Wiz accidentally linked clean and stolen funds together during a screen sharing session while showing off a wallet address he used to buy designer clothes. And that's when Zach caught him red-handed. It didn't stop there. Box made the same mistake when he reused a deposit address, connecting dirty money with laundered money. These slip-ups were huge. The scammers thought they were invincible, but their foolish actions was soon about to turn against them. Zach wasn't working alone. He got help from heavy hitters like Binance Security Team, CF Investigators, and Zero Shadow. Together, they managed to freeze over $9 million of the stolen funds, and already $500,000 has been returned to the victim thanks to their relentless pursuit. Box and Gravies were arrested. Gravies in LA and Box in Miami, and as if things couldn't get worse for these guys, law enforcement is likely sitting on even more of their assets after seizing large transfers around the time of their arrests.